I've got a Quantum qx550 video projector, and the trapezoid adjustment wasn't working. That's the adjustment that tilts this screen back and forth mechanically. Now what was wrong was this lever right here was basically misplaced and wasn't grabbing the screen. So I just put it back in its place, gave it a little bend to make it a little tighter, and now you can see that the mechanical adjustment works. To get this thing off though was a real bugger. Basically there's two screws from the bottom near the front, there's two screws on the side. That's not an issue, but these darn clips, I busted them off because the screws are good enough. There was a clip on each back. I busted off the tabs, and one near the front, which I don't think was necessary. So I busted them off, so it's just 4 screws. But to get it out was a real bugger. Basically, I got the front loose, and I could only go so far, and it wouldn't come out. So what I did is I took a screwdriver, and I got in very carefully with a flashlight, got in there, and basically went in, and with these clips right here, I went in beside it and twisted them so they popped free. And like I say, I disabled these, and same with these two here, because they're just not necessary and they make it a pain. Now it's just 4 screws and away you go. So also when you take the front cover off, you've got to unplug this, lift it up a bit. Basically what I did is I lifted it up a bit and then reached in there and unplugged this from the board, and when I put it back, I'll do the same thing. I'll plug it in and then drop it in place. But I've gotten rid of these clips, so it'll be easy to get at if I ever need to do anything with it repair wise. And what's interesting is there's no bulb. It's got basically an LED, I assume, because that doesn't look like any bulb to me, but that's what gives the light source. So I don't think it's got filament, so if you bump these, it's not a big deal like a light bulb is. And it's supposed to be 20,000 hours. I don't know how many lumens this is. I guess it's not a super fancy one, but it's good enough. I was watching projection CRT projection TV when you had to turn the lights down. This is much brighter, and of course it's HDMI. So there you go. Quantum qx550 repaired. Take care. This is a projector that was given to me by Buddie Brian, the guy who owns that hot rod I worked on. Gave me the honor of working on that 1967 apparently. Anyways, had it kicking around. Wasn't using it, gave it to me. And because it doesn't have a bulb, it's a very tough machine. And very basic, but does a trick. You can move it up towards the wall and have a 4-foot diagonal screen, or you can pull it way back. It's got the brightness to do it, a 20-foot diagonal screen. Anyways, I got it set up to show a demonstration. This is a big screen that my buddy Elio gave me years ago. It's a 1979 RCA front projector, and it's built pretty tough. This technology was based on red, green, blue picture tubes, very bright, basically separate picture tubes projected through a lens to this mirror and then down to the screen. So I recapped it, all the high voltage caps, about 10 years ago. It's really old, picture tube's still good, running just fine. But of course it's NTSC and it's kind of blurry and not much brightness compared to nowadays. This was kick-ass in its day, but it's now a retro piece. Let me show you the difference between this and that. Now the camera doesn't pick it up as well, but okay, there's 1979 technology, there's 2015 technology HDMI, and if you were here you could actually see a huge difference with your own eyes. But yeah, it's much nicer. That's 1979, 2015. 1979, 2015. This is a quantum machine. It's actually a knockoff, but because it's a knockoff, it's a really basic machine, built tough as nails, and not like the other projectors where they have an expensive bulb, and if you bump it, the filament goes, and you're basically buying a bulb almost the same price as the projector. So anyways, there you go. 2015, 1979, and if you were standing here in person, you'd see even a bigger difference. This thing's way brighter. I mean, I can go way back, project a 20-foot screen, and it's got plenty of brightness. It's actually turned way down right now, but just thought I'd give you a demo. This turns into a retro machine. Everybody gets blown away when they see it, and I'm sure when I project it 20 feet against the house for a nighttime movie in the summer, they'll be blown away just as much. Especially this retails for about $300 with this screen. It's a Chinese knockoff, but again, because it's very basic with the LED security light based backlight, you can hit it, you can bang it, I can bring it to Buddies, whatever, no problem. Try moving this thing. Anyways, there you go. Again, 2015, 1979. Take care, Internet.